Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
Okay, and ready before you are able to hire a worker or transfer a worker to that position. Alright. And you need to define the hiring restrictions for each and every position that you create. So when should you use it? When should you? I mean that it sounds a bit overwhelming. It sounds a bit, like too much work. So when should you use it? You should use it when you need the ability to define each and every position to the minutest of the detail. Based on what? Based on the location, the job requirements. Right. And remember, it will be subject to tight hiring controls. First it has to be approved, reviewed, etc. Then it will be available for hiring. So this is very important. Okay. It gives you a lot of control, no doubt. But it is also a bit of an overhead if you need to create each and every position. Think about TCS, who hires, 30,000, 40,000 freshers every year. Should they go for position management? Is it possible to go for position management for those kind of jobs? Fresher hiring. Right. You need to have an army of people just to create positions. Isn't it? You have to keep creating positions, one after the other. So let's look at but then let's contrast it to, let's say, a very specific Workday integration architect. How many Workday integration architects are you going to hire? 1, 2, 500? How many would you typically hire? One or two. One or two. One or two. Right. So if you are going to hire one or two, then what would you do? Would you say, okay, anybody who knows Workday are welcome? We are specifically, what is the experience or what is the certification qualification? Absolutely. How many projects he must have worked on? He or she must have worked on. How many implementation? Recycle implementations. Right. How many implementations? How many customers he or she might have supported? So you would define all those characteristics, all those experiences in detail, so that the person who is actually doing the hiring may know, okay, these are the requirements for this particular position. Let's take a look at a use case. So Frank manages a team of customer support specialists in different locations across the team. But the pay scales expected, job skills, experience, and other requirements of employment vary widely from one position, and even from one location to other. In addition, HR requires approval for each position. Okay. So can we have some generic set of requirements across the globe? No. Right, because it says those things very widely. So we cannot have one set of generic set of requirements. HR requires approval for each position. So each position has to be approved before you are able to hire someone in that position. Okay. So this means that you need the ability to define each position narrowly based on the hiring location requirements and current needs, and are subject to tight hiring controls. So position management is appropriate in this particular example. Although it is going to be a team of customer support specialists, all of the everybody is going to be ultimately a customer support specialist. But they are going to be in different locations, where the pay scales, job scales, everything will vary widely. Okay. So now let's go into Workday, and let's see what this all translates to. I mean the hiring restrictions. And what are these hiring restrictions that I am talking about? So let me open up Workday, and then let me proxy as Logan. Okay. Let me proxy as Logan. Now a very silly, but maybe very obvious question. Where would we create positions in an organization which is position management enabled or job management enabled? Where would we create positions? In which kind of organization? Supervisory, of course. Supervisory, of course you are correct. But which kind of staffing model? Like a position management enabled organization or a job management enabled organization? Positions in position management. Positions in position management. Right. Okay. Remember it that way. So, and where do we know what is the staffing model for that supervisory organization? How do we know that? In the staffing. In the staffing tab. Correct. In the staffing tab, we see that this is job management. Can we find anything which is position management? I think there was one organization that we chose as position management. This is also job, which was the one we created at the end. I think sales did. We create sales at the end. Yeah, we created sales. Sales right. Yeah, here it is. Position management. Okay. So now let me show you how we define the characteristics of a position. So first, I want to check something. I want to check the business process definition that will be followed to create the position. Now I am just checking it. You do not need to follow along at this point, because we will talk about business processes in detail later. But let me show you how to check for that. You go to the related actions of this organization.
Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.